on.
You alright, mate?
Come on, let's go. Come on. Good boy. Good boy.
You're alright, mate.
Alright.
Captain Cardano.
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting for you up ahead.
Alright.
I can't believe they're charging Talizora with such a
Well,
thing.
she's done a bad thing. She's done a very bad thing.
Oh, there's an Normandy out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
They shouldn't let that human speak for Talizora. It's not right.
Yeah. Shepard's looking perplexed about that. Let's turn depth of field off. And then fight off that.
Talizora is the pride of our fleet.
We should never have let Cerberus onto the ship.
Yes, well, we're talking about a novel as well that people might not have read.
Alright.
Here's Shalaran.
Alright, let's go and talk to her.
Talizora of us, Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron, Shepard vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
So, you might recognise her voice.
Yeah.
She's, I can't, Shore Ash... She was the Admiral in the third reboot Star Trek movie.
Right.
The most recent, she's in The Expanse. The most recent thing you'll have seen her in is she went, "Are you a god?"
Oh, right.
in Ghostbusters Afterlife.
All right, yeah.
She's got such a beautiful voice.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali.
He's dead, Dave.
For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
Everyone's dead, Dave.
Alright.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Talizora vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side?
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
Oh, shit.
So, you would actually speak for my defense.
This is a terrible idea. No, I'm honoured. It's an honour.
I'll do everything in my power to help you,
There are a
Tali.
couple of ways you can
Thank
resolve
you,
this.
Shepard.
I hope you've got
I
either
could
Max
not
Paragon
ask
or
for
Max
a better
Renegade.
counselor.
We've got Max
Our
Paragon.
legal
Or-
rules are simple. There are no legal tricks
No,
or political
no shooting your way
loopholes
out
for
of
you
this.
to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promise
I
that I
hope
would
you
not
didn't
delay.
hand Vitor over to Cerberus, and I hope you you helped Cal Riga and make sure he didn't get blown up, because that's your only other out. You can call them to testify for her character and throw the case out.
Alright.
We don't need to. We got Max Paragon. I did all the things.
Yes, you did. And we've got a juggernaut.
Look at
Just
this.
in case they get unfriendly.
This is probably the biggest crowd scene in a Mass Effect, and it's struggling still.
Yeah.
It's that Unreal Engine 3.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Kila Salai.
Kila Salai.
The accused Talizora vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Chorus is actually a good lad. He's by the
Objection
book.
withdrawn.
And he's right.
Shepard vas Normandy. Your crew member Talizora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Now, this is an interesting thing, because Zal Chorus is right, And Tali is the bad guy in this. There is no... She's not the bad guy. She's done some very bad things, as has her father. So, I will. What's the point? Look at her record if you want got Renegade, but we have Paragon. It is my pleasure.
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vas Nima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that our captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Geralt's actually an asshole, believe it or not.
Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
We can say she couldn't have done this, or she's innocent.
She couldn't have done this.
How could Tali have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali
Is
isn't
that Claudia
accused of
Black
bringing
as
back
well?
entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
It is.
I would never send active Geth to the fleet.
A lot of big actors in this
Everything I
scene.
sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
Oh, rhubarb.
What are you talking about? What happened?
Fuck me, that's an old reference.
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
Where are you going?
Go. Let's go straight.
Well,
We need to help.
there are a lot of very big voice actors in this room, but we need to help.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
Arsehole.
I'm looking
He
for
is
my
a good
father,
lad.
you bastet!
She's a
You intend to
baddie.
retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
Well, we must, for Tali's sake.
With your permission, Admirals, yes.
I don't like
The
Tali,
good
by
of the
the
fleet
way.
must come first.
She's a stupid
And Tali
idiot.
needs to find her father.
She's been sending
Agreed.
Geth back.
And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Fair enough.
Alright, let's go kill some Geth and stuff. Well, no, actually, we're going to talk to people first. We got to talk to all these admirals and work out what the fuck's really going on.
We've got a demolition man.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The admirals sound sure that my father is already dead,
is.
but I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
And we'll have to press Paragon to hug her.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you.
Notice how it's
even
playing as
before
someone
telling you
died
about your
music.
father.
I knew this would be bad, but
'cause
I
he's
guess
dead.
you've never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Should we talk to people?
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
So,
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar
yeah,
is to
I
the
know where it
combat
is.
chamber
Thank you,
where
Trisha
you are
Alpha.
now.
Thank
The
you, Trisha
shuttle they have
Alpha.
provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
So,
Okay.
what you've got to understand is Tali's in the wrong in the entirety of this loyalty mission, but we have to back her.
Yeah.
But she's in the wrong. So this can have one of two outcomes. We either can't exonerate her and she's permanently exiled from the fleet.
Oh.
Doesn't change. She gets hired on in Mass Effect 3 to the fleet, even though she's in exile, as a Geth expert. Or she gets exonerated.
Yeah.
and you lose her loyalty because her dad did a very bad thing, and you find the evidence, or we rally the witnesses that are over there that we're going to go deal with. I hope you saved some people earlier in the game, and we're going to get the whole thing thrown out because it's got fuck all to do with anything, and this is all about retaking. Oh, that's a spoiler. Retaking their home planet. Anyway, here's Carl Rieger. Remember him?
Zora and her father are out of control. This is on their heads.
Carl Rieger.
Shepard, Talizora. Good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
Would be a shame if they dropped that entire plot line and replaced it with, "Yo dog, I heard you like synthetics, so I built synthetics to turn you into synthetics every 10,000 years.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Talizora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Carl.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Can you help somehow?
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing.
Good man,
Thank you.
man. How's your health?
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Yeah, he did.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
Fighting seems risky for you.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops tally. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Guess who dies in a frontline fight in the next game? Off screen, no less.
Oh, buddy.
They couldn't get Adam Baldwin back to do the voice. Anyway, that's everything there.
We should get going.
Yeah.
Carry
Good
on.
luck on the Alarai. Stay
Over
safe
here,
out there.
Admiral Zen, voiced by Claudia Black.
Talizora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
You owe Tally too.
Tally was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander.
Oh.
They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
What about the live ship?
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
And a big boy.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
What about the Geth?
It sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Han Gerrel sees an enemy that must be crushed.
Idiot.
Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world.
Good lad.
Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
How does this change things?
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what about your opinion of the Geth?
It sounds like your ideas about synthetics.
Oh, we asked you
Yes,
that.
at least I had thought Rael to be firmly
Well,
in
that was it,
Han's
then.
camp.
We don't
But
know.
if his
Yeah.
experiments were on active Geth, perhaps
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
So, if you get Tally killed in this game, she replaces Tally for Tally's introduction mission in Mass Effect 3.
Alright.
Old friend here.
Shepard, how did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Will you speak for Tali?
Yeah.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Have any more information?
Do you remember anything else about the collectors? Anything at all?
Sorry, dude.
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I...
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
We are.
Good. Thank you.
Well, I hope you feel better, dude.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Or you could have handed him over to Cerberus like an arsehole.
The humans can work a crowd, I'll admit that much.
If you don't have Paragon, your only resource is to call these people in to defend Tali, even though she's done a very bad thing.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alaray. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
You went too far.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
His dad died.
We should get to the Alaray soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
What about the lab ship?
What can you tell us about the Alaray?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alaray sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
So we have no idea?
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
How do you know Rail, Zora?
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
A bubble?
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
Okay. What about evidence?
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
We can do all of this with our third squad mate being Legion, the Geth, and they are not fucking happy. We're not, but...
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the homeworld.
You're thinking of war with the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
That's a bad idea.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
Goodbye. Okay.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Yeah. Go on then. Now here's Admiral Gal.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Rahn got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
So you're on Tali's side?
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali. But if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong
He's
to
right.
try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the homeworld. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
He's right. Okay, what about Rail Zora?
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. Brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
That's not a good sign. No. What about the infighting?
It sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
Yes.
I don't know, kid.
Next game
We
about halfway
almost
through.
had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
And all the way up until the end, when you make peace between the Geth and the Quarians, Tali is all for genociding the Geth, because she's a bad fucking person. Okay.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Okay, that's about it, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
And let's go and talk to my favourite joke name in the series, Admiral Quib Quib.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalcorus Vas Quib Quib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. You have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
He's a good lad, and he's right, and she has, and we're going to have to bail his ass out because they all fuck up in the third game. And you have a choice of whether to rescue a bunch of civilians or him. And saving him is the choice that helps broker peace.
Right.
Let's ask him about his stupid name.
You have a ship named Quib Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
Why not leave?
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of
Wait
requesting
for
a
it.
transfer.
Here's the real joke.
Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Deferens or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib Quib. And I will not flee because of
Do you get it?
insults.
Vas is from, and then the name of the ship. So Talizora Vas Normandy.
Yeah.
So he's saying Vas Deferens or Vasectomy.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Testicle jokes. What about the lab ship?
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
He's right.
I did not bring active geth to the Alarai, Admiral.
did.
I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
He's right again. Do you not like Tali then?
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Sarah are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth.
He's right.
The people we created.
He's right.
The people we wronged.
He's right.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
He's right. She is going to eventually apologise, but only if you broke a peace will she admit that she's wrong. What about the fighting?
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Which is what happens.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
Alright, cheers.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Talizora.
Bearing in mind,
Be well.
we
I'm
don't know
surprised
we're
to hear
about
you
to
say
meet a
that.
Geth.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
He doesn't want to go to war, that's it.
Yeah.
He's being portrayed as a bad guy because Tali doesn't like it because she wants to go to war because the Geth are evil. We're going to meet a Geth soon and he's a good boy. He's voiced by Wesker.
Yeah. Well, we are, but we don't know we are yet.
Well, to be fair, it was one of the first things in the trailer was Shepard being stalked by a Geth in the reveal trailer.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
Even during the hearing, Talizora's first thought is to protect the fleet.
Right.
Talizora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Do you know what's over there?
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
I saw you lean forward, weirdly. Okay, we're
Let's
ready.
head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kira Selai.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks, dude.
He doesn't even have a name, he's just shuttle guard.
Shuttle guard. There's the shuttle.
Weirdly, it's our shuttle. It's not a Quarian shuttle.
Weirdly.
Okay, we have to retake the Alarai. So I hope you've got your Geth stomping boots on.
He has.
Incoming.
Firing at me, idiot!
Get out of the way,
Nothing
then.
can hurt me.
Can. Bloody hell.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. There are a lot of death here.
Combat drone ready.
Of course, she's got a combat drone as well, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Safe to go. Find anything?
There are a lot of Geth here. Here's a log.
Alright, we need that.
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Railzora ordered us to bypass standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long.
Oh, that's not good.
Did you know, Rail? So he's already broken. He's already broken a couple of rules.
Heavy duty ammo.
Terminal to hack. Come on, you bastards. Come on, you bastards. Come on, you bastards. There we go. 4,200 in credits.
Yeah.
Manage out. And a repair drone. That's a bit more Geth than I thought.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How'd you send it?
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
How did you do it on Haystrom?
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Okay.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
You both fucked up. And a lot of people are dead. You're a bad person. Monitor to hack here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take it.
Geth shield strength. We can upgrade the shield strength of a Geth squad member. Here's a Quarian log.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize... Oh, Keela. How many Geth are networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it down! Shut everything down! They're in the system!
Well, you done goofed.
You goofed. They're in the... Changes.
Incoming.
Too late.
Good boy.
Good boy.
He just pulped it. 18 credits, 1800 credits, 2100 credits.
Doing well on credits.
Well, we had none. Here's another log.
Yeah, play all the logs.
And there's a wall safe, so...
We locked down navigation. Weapons are offline. Our mistake won't endanger the fleet. They're burning through the door. I don't have much time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
Oh dear.
That one. I'm having slow brain moments. Don't fucking agree with me when I say I'm having slow brain moments.
More faster, 200. Tick tock.
Right, let's start coming out both doors. So.
These drones down.
Right. Freeze, drone. Alright, Tally, you don't have to be all dramatic about it. I don't know what Grunt's doing. He doesn't know where he wants to go to cover. Bless him. Grunt was just sort of doing some weird skateboard thing then. 2000 palladium, thank you very much. Medkit. Oh, I didn't want to create a new save, you bastard! Gonna have to fucking
save it again just to make sure.
Okay.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
What do you think of this?
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient.
We're gonna find out that's not true later on.
Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
We're going to learn that the Geth were in fact sentient and sapient, and they were in fact being tortured, but only when we get our final squad mate. She's a bad people doing bad Nazi shit. Were you aware of this?
Did you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Anything useful?
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
That's a bad idea. You don't want to go to war.
Maybe it's time for your people to let go of reclaiming your world from the Geth.
You have no idea what it's like. You have a planet to go back to. My home is one hull breach away from extinction.
It's still a home.
You've got a place here, Tali. Don't throw it away in a war you don't need.
Don't need? Shepard, if I don't wear a helmet in my own home, I die. A single kiss could put me in the hospital. Every time you touch a flower with bare fingers, inhale its fragrance without air filters, you're doing something I can't. Damn the pilgrimage. Without it, I might never have known what I was missing, what we had lost when we lost our home world.
Find another world, bitch.
Have the Quarians considered colonizing a new world?
We'd have enough difficulty reacclimating to our own native environment. Adjusting for exposure to a foreign colony would be even harder. It's the difference between 60 years and 600. For anyone alive now to watch a sunset without a mask, we must take back our home.
This is all
At
massive
the very least,
foreshadowing
we can
for
take
the next
back
game.
one ship. Come on.
She's not going to back down. She's not even going to apologise for being a racist murderer right up until you resolve the war. And if you don't resolve the war, you have to pick either the Geth or the Quarians. And the Geth are the victims.
They appear to be. Coming in on sides as well. We get flanked.
Worthless.
Combat goes away.
Loads of them.
Combat drone ready.
We're about to die.
Surrounded.
Come on, grunts. Thank you.
I've lost shield.
We might die again.
Nothing faster than to sneak up on call.
On the ground now.
Lucky.
Because that one over there was fucking us.
Yeah.
Look at it. Bastard. Thank you, Chiquita Thuspaws.
Yeah.
That's the name of Tally's drone. Alright. Take a moment to save.
Now go around and crack all the laptops and that.
No, not yet.
Oh yeah, why? Oh.
Someone's dead.
Father!
Don't forget to press left trigger to hug.
No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me.
Hey, come
You
here.
can just sit there and watch her cry if you want. I will be.
Oh, she's having a hug.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
You've got nothing to be sorry about.
You do,
Maybe.
you racist bitch.
He would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Boop is beep. There you go.
Tally, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. Their main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Daro Zen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
He did what he could.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
Yep.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared,
Might have
or
done some
thinking
war
that
crimes.
he did and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared.
We're gonna run over,
And
but
I'm
I
here.
knew we were gonna run over.
And we're ending this.
We gotta fight one more. We gotta fight one more wave of Geth. So here's a whole bunch of corpses and some heavy weapons.
Heavy weapons.
And then there's a prime in there and some other shitlords.
A prime?
Yeah. It's alright, you haven't played Mass Effect 3. They get bombers. Every enemy has an enemy designed to flush you out of cover. Get bombers, and they fly over your cover and drop bombs on you.
Not very good.
Actually, it's fucking awful.
We're in log. Like that one.
But that's the way we came. So, you can already hear them. There they are. Quarrying ship.
Time to fight!
Go for the optics.
Shield failed. Damn it, I can't see them.
I'm dead. Good lad. Good lad, Grunt. Tally's dead.
Combat drones!
Ah, I got you now, fucker.
This should soften them up.
It. They only had so many parts. And here's the proof that Tally's dad is bad people. And Tally agrees with it, so she's bad people.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You okay?
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. I just... This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Beep boop boop.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback.
Well, she's exonerated.
Tali out of this.
But only if we show this video.
What we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
He wanted to keep his process, his promises.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
We need to use this.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
So, if you use the data, she is exonerated, but you lose her loyalty. If you do not use the data, she is convicted, but she's loyal.
Rail Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
Either way.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served on. He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
We'll see at the trial.
We're not going to decide anything here. Let's see what the Admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Whee! Fun fact.
Yeah.
That's the end of the session.
We need to face facts. There has been no word. There is no reason to believe Zora survived.
Bye.
Yes, there is.